Fifth grade students from area schools in Rutland County spent the day out of class and in nature, learning all about fish, stream, and forest ecosystems in Vermont during Science at the Hatchery.
This is called Science at the Hatchery. It's an opportunity for local schools, fifth grade kids to come and learn about Vermont's natural environment and learn about our ecosystems, our aquatic habitats, and the animals and ecosystems that survive around them. So my station here specifically today is about fish in rivers, specifically trout streams. This here behind us we have today is Furnace Brook. It's one of the great trout streams of Rutland County. It originates high up in the mountains here in Chittenden, flows down into the Otter Creek Valley, and it supports a really good population of brook trout, brown trout, and rainbow trout. And those are all natural fish. This is a wild trout stream. And what we're trying to kind of portray to the students here today is, what features of a trout stream are important to sustain wild populations, what sorts of habitats, support trout, what sort of things we need to be aware of and conscious of as people who live in Vermont in terms of protecting trout streams and trout habitat. Things like riparian vegetation, the types of trees and forests that grow along the stream banks. I'm just trying to kind of impress upon the kids here today, the sorts of things that are important that goes along with healthy streams and healthy water qualities, which in turn support trout populations.
Look what we have right here. Look at the coloration differences. I'm going to get that leaf. We've got the brook trout, which has little darker, little line markings on its back. The brown trout, nice big red spots, and it's whiter on the bottom. The brook trout has these white markings on its pectoral fins, beautiful white markings.
So it's important for me to stand here on the stream bank and point out different features and characteristics of that stream that are, good in terms of trout habitat and trout quality. The deep pools and the trees on the bank providing shade, and the branches from those trees in the water providing cover. But to make that additional connection to the fish themselves, we get into the water with a backpack electrofisher, which is a sampling piece of gear that allows us to collect fish, and we show the fish, or we show the students directly where those fish live in the stream. And we put them in the tubs here behind us, and it gives the opportunity for the students to kind of touch a trout, a wild trout, which some of these kids may have never done in their lives. It's really important for them to be able to feel that fish physically, and see that it just came out of this beautiful wild trout stream behind us, and saw that it came from underneath a big boulder or behind a fallen tree. And they make that connection between trout habitat and the actual fish themselves that way.
Students also learned why some streams in the state have more fish than others.
If we have a stream that flows through a big open field and there's no trees growing on the side of that stream, what do you think that does to that stream?
There's going to be no fish.
There's not going to, well, there might be a few fish, but there might not be as many fish as there are if it was flowing through a forest with lots of trees.
Students also handled landlocked salmon, toured the hatchery, and watched how water can create its own landscape with a flume demonstration.